So I was not here Friday. I don't know if you remember.
You were not.
You weren't?
Went to Sonoma to visit Aunt Jean. Aunt Jean's husband passed away, and so we went to be supportive of her and see her. No funeral.
Oh, why?
Oh, really?
Don't know. Didn't ask. But not everybody does them.
Okay.
Okay.
So just to
I don't need one.
Oh, yeah, I'm...
Just to be with family and then give hugs in person and that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Couple of things. If you are traveling, well, anytime really, but starting on the 7th, so 2 days from
Wednesday.
now, you have to have a real ID to travel. Mm-hmm. What is that?
That's that gold star on your driver's license.
Gold star on your driver's license. If you do not have that or a passport, but not everybody has a passport, and not everybody might think to take a passport to the airport. And by the way, TSA Barbie was on screens all over the airport.
Really?
Yeah, going, remember, if you're traveling on May 7th, you have to have a real ID. And
I take my passport to the grocery store.
I am anticipating Bill doing stories on May 8th about all the trouble at airports because people don't know
Papers,
that
please.
you know, because...
How do you get it?
Well, you have to go to the DMV and get a new driver's license. Now, if your driver's license isn't expired or getting ready to expire, you probably think, oh, no, I got 2 more years on my license or whatever. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
So if you are traveling after the 7th, you have to have the new license.
You have
with
it?
The star. Yeah,
I don't
have it.
I don't know why I have it, but I do.
Yeah, I don't know why I do either, but there you go.
But not everybody does. So this is just a little tip. Check your driver's license, and if you don't have it, either go to the DMV or take your passport.
And take your passport to the grocery store.
Papers?
As a matter of fact, you should have your passport on you at all times because you stand the risk of being deported.
Papers, please?
So while we were there, we went to, they have this authors conference every year. It's called the Sonoma Valley Authors Festival. That's a big square in the middle of town, and they invite all kinds of different authors to come speak. And
Not just Sonoma Valley authors.
No. Michael Connolly was there. He's responsible for Bosch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he writes all those books and the TV show and everything. He was there. And just all these cute old liberal people that live in Sonoma. They had a big protest about banned books and end fascism. They're just cute old liberal people there. But we were there on Derby Day. So we're like, we got to go find, if you're
Is this roller derby?
no, it's the Kentucky Derby.
Oh.
If you're out on it's like the big basketball game, the big football game, we got to find a bar to watch this big sporting event. So we had to find a bar.
Oh, that's what your post was about. Okay.
And I sent a picture to Katie from the bar. Hopefully we get that up there. So ladies mostly get excited about the Derby. Some men, but it's kind of a lady thing because girls and horses, you know.
What is that, a dead cat on her head?
So there was a
Looks like a dead cat with a saddle on it.
I thought we were an excited group of ladies going to watch the Derby. There was another table of women there who had a Derby hat, which she had taken. If you go to x96.com/live, you can see she had a stuffed horse.
Oh, that's a horse. Okay.
Looks
like a cat.
Super glued onto the top of her hat.
She has really no sense of design, this woman.
No.
None.
And
it's as big as a cat, I'll give you that.
And my sister, Mikkel, my good-looking sister, they're all good-looking.
Well, yeah.
Took the hat and put it on her head, and
took the hat from the lady.
I mean, but the lady was like, she was proud of this hat, like. But everybody in the bar put it on their head, and me being me, that grossed me out. Like,
well, yeah.
Well,
you're all gonna get lice.
I'm telling you, head lice in Sonoma, that's a thing.
It's a thing.
People know about it. The Sonoma head lice are notorious.
And she said, "Come on, put the hat on." I'm like, I'm not putting this strange woman's hat on. I'm not doing it.
I don't understand why the woman would.
She was very proud of this hat.
Well, fine. Keep it on your head. Everybody can see it better that way.
Now, I have a question for airline pilots. or somebody that works for an airline.
Well, I'm an airline pilot.
So we're coming back yesterday. We flew out of Sacramento.
Yes.
Sacramento Airport, not a big airport.
No.
We thought, we got there a little early so we'd get something to eat before we left. There were only 2 places to eat in the concourse we were in. There was like a brew pub kind of place and this place called Squeeze Burger.
Well, we couldn't call it Smash Burger.
Which sounds terrible, doesn't it?
Yeah, squeeze burger.
And as we walked by, we went, no, we're not. I don't want to go to Squeeze Burger. So we went over to the brew pub and had a little something to eat there. If you go to x96.com/live, you can see what a Squeeze Burger is. Now, why did I bother to investigate this further after we dismissed Squeeze Burger?
That doesn't look good.
I'd eat it.
So we get on the plane, we're sitting down, we're ready to go, and we're sitting and we're sitting and we're sitting for a half an hour.
Yeah.
We've had a little bit of a delay here, ladies and gentlemen.
The pilot comes on and says, we've had a little bit of a delay. I didn't get my meal, so I had somebody go in. He's saying, I didn't get my meal, so I had to have somebody go in and get me a Squeeze Burger. And then I had to eat the Squeeze Burger here in the cockpit, but I finished it and we're ready to go.
So we were all sitting there while you ate.
But what I'm wondering, is there some rule that if you have like back-to-back-to-back flights that you have to eat at certain times?
Blood sugar. Is,
this
it might
is
be
an honest question.
I think there very well could be.
I also was surprised, like, why didn't he just say, sorry for the delay, we're going to get on, we're going to try to make up some time in the air? And why would you admit that I sent somebody in to get a Squeeze Burger?
He should have added to that, there's, according to FAA regulations.
So this is what I'm asking. If you know, please, you can email us or call us 877-602-9696, or you can text or email us radiofromhell@x96.com. So now I'm curious about this. Is my second encounter with this Squeeze Burger.
And what the hell is that?
What is a Squeeze Burger?
What
so
the hell
I looked.
is that?
If you put that back up, Katie, that'd be great.
The burger?
So I looked at it.
I'd still eat that. I don't care.
This is from a place in Sacramento that's famous called the Squeeze Inn, and it was featured on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. It's a burger that has a cheese skirt. Oh. So they put so much cheese on it that it lops over and then gets crusty along on the grill. So it's it's like 2 inches off the burger.
Oh, I'd eat that.
This is a thing, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Never heard of the Squeeze Burger.
I'll take it.
But
no,
this burger is what delayed me a half an hour getting home last night.
Yeah, I'm still curious about that now. Why? Corey asks, was he joking?
I don't think so.
I don't
he was
think
quite
so.
serious. Okay.
I don't think so. I didn't get my meal. So
it's hard to tell when a pilot's joking or not, though.
I hadn't sent anything in.
Let's see. There's food on the plane. He just wanted a Squeeze Burger. I work for Delta. There's no regulation.
Okay,
for
yeah,
eating.
this is what I'm...
Only mandatory rest. That's the only thing that they regulate. So it's his way of...
justifying us being
saying,
late.
That my intern screwed up and didn't get my meal or something like that.
Gina, you should report him.
I felt bad because you could hear people behind you talking, because Salt Lake is a hub.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of people that have a connection that they're trying
Here we go.
to.
Airline pilot here.
Okay.
Union contract has the meal requirement, but most of us wouldn't delay a flight for it, especially for the food at the Sacramento airport. So it's a union thing.
Okay. Yeah, because he said I didn't get my meal, like they were supposed to have a meal ready for him.
So that explains it.
So
that being said, I'd eat the hell out of that burger.
Yeah. But it's a terrible name for a restaurant, though. A Squeeze Burger? What? I don't know.